Have you ever wondered how quickly disbelief can turn into deeper questions after a world-changing event? Imagine a moment when the world stood still, when a vibrant leader was suddenly taken, leaving an entire nation in shock and sorrow. It is human nature to seek answers, to try and make sense of the unthinkable. And sometimes, when those answers feel incomplete, our minds begin to explore other possibilities, other stories. The theories surrounding the assassination of President John F. Kennedy began almost immediately after the tragic event in November 1963. They emerged from a complex mix of factors, including the shocking nature of the crime itself, initial reporting inconsistencies, and the official conclusion that a lone gunman was responsible, which many found difficult to accept given the magnitude of the loss. One of the primary catalysts for these theories was the Warren Commission's report, released less than a year later. While the commission concluded Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, it also unintentionally highlighted various issues. For example, there were noticeable communication failures between investigative agencies, and some initial witness accounts did not perfectly align. This gave rise to the famous magic bullet scenario, where a single bullet, according to the official report, caused 7 wounds to both President Kennedy and Governor John Connally. Many found this trajectory incredibly improbable, sparking extensive debate and detailed analyses by critics. The sheer difficulty in believing that one person, with seemingly limited motive, could orchestrate such a world-changing event also propelled people to seek a broader, more sinister conspiracy involving powerful groups or even government entities. Furthermore, initial government secrecy and the withholding of certain evidence, even if temporary, fostered an environment of distrust among an already grieving and confused public. To understand how these theories gain such traction, it is helpful to recognize the profound psychological impact of the assassination. People naturally search for order and meaning in chaos. When presented with an official narrative that felt too simple for such a profound national trauma, many began to critically examine every detail. If you are exploring this history, consider looking at primary documents and various interpretations, always remembering the context of the time, where trust in institutions was already starting to waver. Understanding the questions raised then helps illuminate the roots of these ongoing debates. The enduring power of these theories is remarkable, having inspired thousands of books, countless articles, and numerous films. It is a powerful example of how public mistrust, combined with a desire for deeper meaning, can shape historical perception. For instance, the Zapruder film, a silent, color home movie of the assassination, became a central piece of evidence, yet its visual ambiguity paradoxically fueled more questions than answers for many. The very act of scrutinizing frames, looking for anomalies, became a communal effort to find truth beyond the official word. This era also highlights a growing public skepticism towards government pronouncements, a sentiment that would continue to evolve throughout the 1960s and beyond. Ultimately, the beginning of the John F. Kennedy assassination theories was not just about challenging facts. It was about a nation grappling with an incomprehensible loss, struggling to reconcile a traumatic event with a simple explanation, and searching for a narrative that could make sense of the chaos. This collective pursuit for alternative answers fundamentally shaped how many Americans viewed authority and historical events, reminding us how deeply personal and national tragedies can influence our search for truth and understanding.